say I ain't no good, and I'm crazy as a loon. Cause I shave my head in the morning, pick guitar in the afternoon. Just like old Chief and Charlie, I like to lay around in the shade. Well, I ain't got no money, but you better believe I got it made. Cause I ain't asking nobody for nothing if I can't get it on my own. If you don't like the way I'm living, just leave this bald-headed country boy alone.
We're excited to bring on a couple new sponsors this month, and let me tell you about one that I am going to be using quite regularly. Alive and Well Hydration. Alive and Well Hydration is a mobile IV infusion group. They can do everything from cold and flu, COVID regeneration, fat burners, more energy, B12 injections, prenatal care for all your rough days, athlete recovery, and the hangover cure. Guys, first off, I went to school with this dude who has this place now, or is part of it, Mr. Justin Frost. Thank you for being a sponsor. And let me tell you, they do weddings. They'll come to your house. They come to your office. They'll come to wherever, maybe even your podcast studio. And I just want to tell the folks over at Alive and Well Hydration, I plan on using y'all. Heck, I'm going to have to with the way that my year's going, or the way that my year's going to end anyway. So y'all do me a favor. Y'all go look up Alive and Well Hydration here in Middle Georgia now. New with us this month is C. Martin Construction. My buddy, Dennis Farmer's granddaddy, started it back when he was 16 years old, and my buddy Dennis took it over here recently. They offer everything from site prep, demolition, pond digging, grading, land clearing. My buddy Dennis is cool as hell. Y'all make sure y'all go check them out at C. Martin Construction. They have a money back guaranteed. If you don't like their service, then they'll make it right with you. I know these folks personally, and as far as construction goes, I think you'll be in damn good hands. So give my guy a call now at 478-283-1246. Call Mr. Dennis Farmer at C. Martin Construction now. How about some cowboy stuff? My buddy, old friend, Chris Sapp, owner of Desperado and Company, over at the Puller Tanger Outlet Mall. They are in Suite 611. They offer all kind of Western wear. Boots, toddlers, youth, women's, men's, everything. They have Ariat wallets, phone cases, men and women's jewelry, Montana silversmith, belt buckles, Ariat belts for men. They offer Clinch. Ariat and Wrangler are their main brands of clothes. Lots of exotic boots. Guys, I saw some of the stuff that they're bringing me and some of the stuff I get to try on. Let me tell you, there's a lot of great Western wear places that are up in Nashville that I get to go to. This place compares to every single one of them. So what I need you guys to do is look up Desperado and Company, Chris Sapp. Their phone number is 912-604-0389. Go check them out. Get all turquoise the hell up. Get all westerned up. Look like a cowboy, cowgirl. Western fashion is the coolest shit to me, by the way. And the fact that they're on board as a sponsor now, I can't wait to try on some of the stuff that he has sent me and everything that they have sent me in pictures to get my size in. Dude, it's all banging. It's all awesome. So look up Desperado and Company now. Mr. Chris Sapp, once again, the Puller Tanger Outlet Mall, Suite 611. Let me tell you about the wonderful Miss Vicky down at Dolly's Delights. This time of year is when every one of y'all are looking for something to give your coworkers, your friends, your family, whatever, whoever. And let me tell you, she does these wonderful gift baskets. She brought me one to the studio yesterday. She wanted to change her ad up a little bit, and she wanted to give me a preview of what you guys can get. Now, look, I got some great candy Also, some other cool things for men, and plus, I guess she knew I like candles. She obviously went all out for this basket, trying to put on a good show for me, and she did. So, everybody that is associated with Raising Grace Studio will be getting one of these gift baskets for the holidays. And I recommend you guys get them too. Now, she told me this is one of the more expensive ones, but if you don't feel like spending a whole lot of money on one, she's got some for around $30-$40 as well, and she can supply your whole office, your whole school, whatever. So, Miss Vicky at Dolly's Delights, thank you. If you want to get in touch with her now, call her at 478-231-7237 or go visit her at 5122 3rd Avenue, Eastman, Georgia. Now, a couple days ago, I did a show with Miss Lori from Lori's Dive-In over in Alamo. She brought me and Gracie all types of food, even a keto pizza, a cauliflower pizza. I've never ate anything like that before in my life. And let me tell you, it was banging. The wings were amazing. She does this special mix-up with lemon pepper and buffalo, and it's out of this world. Her wings are cooked better than almost any place I've ever been. So what else did she bring us? She brought us fried Oreos. She brought us fried pickles. The barbecue was awesome. The hamburger was banging. When you go there too, folks, you can go back and listen to the whole episode between me and her. Her staff is awesome. You feel like you're at home. It's just the best little place around. I know whenever we go through Alamo or I'm going down 16, I'm going to divert myself to go get lunch there. Y'all please go check her out. Her phone number is 912-568-1645. It's on Commerce Street over in Alamo. You can't miss it. It's Lori's Dive-In. Go get fed good. Go get treated good. You're not going to get better service from better people anywhere around here. So go check her out now. What's up, folks? Thank y'all for tuning into the Josh Terry podcast. This is our third day of the 12 days of Christmas. And you got to hear this young lady the other day for a few minutes on another podcast, but she's staying with me all week helping with our toy drive. And we might have been drinking all night, having fun, so it felt like it was a good time to do a podcast with just me and her. Miss Gypsy.
Hello, hello.
I'm glad you're here helping. I very much appreciate it.
I appreciate you having me here, hanging out.
You are more than welcome to come here whenever the fuck you want to.
I fucking love you, bro, even though I hate you all at the same time.
That's usually how women feel about me. It is nothing new, not even kind of. All right, I already had to take a break. We're fine already.
Well, in all fairness, you did do 20 push-ups, which I doubted you in. I doubted you on your 20 push-ups.
How many push-ups did you say I did?
20.
It's not what you said the first time.
What'd I say?
Fuck if I know, but it wasn't a word. I think you did 20 push-ups.
You did. I doubted you for sure, but you did do the fucking 20 push-ups.
Well, thank you. I'm an athlete. Yeah, I know you can't tell.
You're not an athlete.
You cannot tell. I'm telling you. Right now, if you were to take me to a golf course, I'll surprise you. If you take me to a baseball field, I'll surprise you.
Fucking golf courses, baby. That
Okay.
ain't no fucking athletics.
Oh, you're going to get a lot of mean-ass golfers.
Mean-ass golfers do have the cutest asses there ever was.
You also, this is where you'll be most surprised.
Yeah.
Take me to a basketball court.
You?
Yeah. See, that hurts my feelings. I know I don't look like LeBron. I look like Lil White. But I promise you,
You look
I
like
am
the
sneaky.
guy from freaking Lucky Charms.
Yeah. I look like Larry Short Ass Bird, you know? No, I'm telling you, I was always like sneaky athletic good. And even a while ago, I knew that 20 was going to be hard, but I can push myself just enough to get through it.
I mean, I did have to slap your ass twice for you to get going. I mean,
You
I could
slapped
have
my
pegged
ass
you.
on 17 and 20.
Yeah, but I mean, no, a 17 and 18.
Oh, 17 and 18.
Yeah.
Doesn't
But
matter.
you
I
did
knew.
it. You got it. I was proud of you. I took a shot
I'm
of
not
tequila,
even
and now
that
I
out
am
of breath.
fucking shit-faced because we've been drinking beer all night, and we promised people tonight that we would have a drunk podcast.
Yeah, so let me tell everybody that's listening why. So for those who don't know, this is the first time listening, for 7 years now, I've done a toy drive to help needy families at Christmas. I think we started off like at 5 families. And this year is the biggest year we've done at 30. I give each one of the families $600 a piece. I give them clothes that are appropriate for their children's ages and size, toys appropriate for their kids' age, and we give them gift cards and shit. And this like whole month of November, I was either sick or on the go or something, and Gypsy started helping with it.
You were dying.
Yeah, I was dying for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And Gypsy started helping with it. So I was like, you're the reason why, and the people that watch you and keep up with you are the reason why we're even getting close to our goal.
I have some amazing followers.
You do. You
I really do.
And I invited her up here, and she's going to be here all week, which I think you've been here since Saturday anyway.
Yeah.
But she'll be here till whenever she wants to leave. She can stay as long as she wants to. But we even have like a Christmas party here at Raising Grace Studios on Saturday, and some of the families are going to come before and get their stuff. Some of the families already received their stuff. But Gypsy's helping out with every fucking bit of it. I think I asked you to help one day, and you took it upon yourself just to fucking keep going, which is really cool.
Well, there's a reason behind that. The reason I feel like I need to help is because, for one, you were fucking paralyzed for like 2 weeks. And I saw what you were doing, and I was like, hey, you know what? Like, this man is trying to help out fucking families in need that have been in situations that I've been in. I was in that situation back when my kids were little. My kids are all full grown now and everything like that. But I was in that place of having to have help. And like, I didn't even want to ask for help. Like, I was embarrassed. I was like, oh my God, like I work 3 jobs. I'm trying to freaking do this for my kids and everything like that. And there was a man that came into my barbershop when I was a barber and was like, hey, you know what? Like, I was telling him my story, like, yeah, you know what? Christmas is going to be a little rough this year, but whatever, you know, like, I'll do it. Like, I didn't give him a sob story or anything like that. I was just saying, like, hey, you know, Christmas is going to be rough. And so he ended up giving me $300 that year for Christmas. And believe it or not, that made my whole Christmas better than I'd ever had. And I feel like I should like pass it forward, like make sure like families fucking that are in need freaking get the help that they need, because I've been there. I know what it's about and everything like that. So I was like, this is my time to pass it forward. I mean, I've donated a couple,
you donated a couple $100 yourself.
But at the same time, like, I can only do so much. But if I can use my platform to help others, that's what I want to fucking do.
Yeah, so me and you are completely opposite stories on that end. I've never had a bad Christmas. Mm-hmm. I might not have got everything that we wanted, but we've never had a bad one. Gracie's never had a bad one. But I'm just a firm believer of the fact that I haven't had a real job for 7 years besides working in country radio, right? And people listen to me and they want to help, and I want to help.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm the middleman. Mm-hmm. And it's not even me. Like, I'm the one that's sitting here and drinking way too much tequila and inviting people to come help and all this kind of stuff, and being the one that, even at times, it probably sounds like you're begging. But these families, they don't want to beg. They don't. And I respect that. So
not at all.
I feel like it is my job having a platform to actually help and give back.
Right. Same.
Even if it's just talking somebody into giving $20.
Right. Or even $5. Or even just
exactly.
likes and taps
it could
on
be
the
anything.
screen.
It could be a fucking dollar for all I care.
Right.
But me having the capability of doing that, and I've always loved the expression, many hands make light work. And it's where, you know, I can't help 30 families by my fucking self.
Right.
You can't help 30
I can't,
families
no,
by
absolutely
yourself.
not.
You got people out there that can.
Right.
But I'm not one of those that's financially able to do that.
I'm not either. Yeah.
But you know what I am capable of doing is sitting here, making an ass out of myself, making myself uncomfortable.
For fucking sure.
To help those families.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit I don't like doing. But I know if it helps somebody, I'm cool with it.
Right. Same.
I mean, there's really the people that don't take the time to do it. And I want to give a big shout out, and there might be more, but it's 2 people that have been on the show a lot that I see them actually doing it. If I'm missing anybody that has been on the show or I'm friends with on social media, I'm sorry. Macy did some stuff in her hometown for the first year. That was fucking awesome.
She's amazing.
Justin Danger.
Yep.
Justin Nunley is taking time out of his shit to do
and
stuff.
everything's getting fucked up with him, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Poor
but
guy.
he's still taking the time to do it.
He's still trying to make it work, for sure.
And I'm sure there's others. I'm not on TikTok or social media enough to actually look and see.
Oh, I am. I'm on there 24/7.
Yeah, so like if there's anybody I'm missing, I very much apologize. But those are the 2 that I've actually seen do it. And now you. Like, this is the first year. I don't know if this is the first year you've done anything like this.
This is the first year I've done anything,
So,
yes.
like, it becomes, I'll tell you this, every year I say I'm never doing it again.
Yeah.
Every year. And it's not for the reason most people think. It's honestly because you can't help everyone. Mm-hmm. And then you get jaded by some people. I've been fucked over at least once or twice now. And then you find out you get fucked over and you're like, I'm not doing this again. But then you're like, you know what? Maybe they needed it more than somebody else for whatever reason you don't know.
You gotta trust your soul in that shit, because I tell you what, your soul, like, when you meet people and you're like, the problem with everything is a lot of things are done through, like, the internet and social media and everything like that. So you're like trying to figure out, does this person really need it? And that's why I was like, hey, I really want to help Josh out, because I know you do the process of elimination, making sure people don't have a brand new truck, a brand new house, all of that stuff before you give to them. And that's the whole reason I was like, yes, let me back this up. And the military families. Like, I am all about military.
Well, that's always going to be the first people
families.
I help out.
Like, always. I will always be supporting our military families and supporting our military 1,000%. I don't do politics, but our military families and military, I am 1,000% behind all the time.
I feel exactly the same way. So, like, a lot of people want to know, like, the vetting process. Because we had, it might be over now. I just quit looking at one point in time, of everybody that had messaged in, emailed in once we had done picked our 30 families.
Right.
And you have to look these people up.
Right.
Like, a lot of people want to get mad at me and be like, well, that just doesn't seem right. You're probably just looking up to see who's got the biggest following that you can help out.
That doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I asked the families not to share anything of it on social media. There might be somebody right up the road, or it might be somebody in fucking California. Mm-hmm. I don't want them to put on social media.
Right.
I don't want you to say thank you to me.
Right.
Like, first of all, don't say thank you to me in the first place. I'm the middleman.
It's not me. I'm just the fucking helping
I'm taking time to do shit like this because I ain't got nothing else to fucking do anyway.
Right.
I can sit around, drink with you, have a good time, or whoever else, and just, you know.
I can go wherever in the country I want to and fucking go drink with somebody else.
No, my bills are paid, and it's just the point to where, like, I want to help those that I can help with the platform I'm given.
Right.
And that's where all this came about.
Exactly.
And now
and that's why I admire you. You know.
Don't admire me.
Okay, Josh, I know you're a piece of shit and I love you, but
thank you for saying that the right way.
I admire you, but at the same time, like, I know that you aren't going to do it for the wrong reasons. And that's the whole fucking reason I'm like, you know what? I love Josh. He's an asshole for sure. Like, I love him. If you guys know him, you know I'm talking fucking truth here. He's an asshole, but he does have a big fucking heart. Like, don't tell nobody, because, like, he's standing right across from me looking at me like weird. But at the same time,
well,
he's got the intentions right. And that's what I fucking care about. What are your intentions? Like, are your intentions good to fucking help people, or are your intentions shitty to fucking help yourself? Because if you're in it to fucking help yourself, fuck you. I don't want to hang out with you.
Yeah.
But if your intentions are good to help others, that's when I want to fucking mess with you and fucking hang out with you and help you with whatever cause you fucking have.
Yeah.
That's what I fucking care about.
Yeah, see, I'm just at the point in my life now to where things are going so good. Why wouldn't you do something that's outside of your... And I've been that way for a long time. But I think me and Trey Lewis talked about this on the show that we did together in Nashville. But it's when you get to a point, you got to realize the only reason why I have a job in what I do is because of the person that's listening right now.
Right, exactly.
Like, I don't technically work for you, but I work for you.
Right.
And then there are people that listen to this show that I don't have a lot, but maybe I have more than them, and they're scared to ask or whatever, or they're scared to. Everybody at some point in time has needed help. Everybody, and you're supposed to help when you can.
Everybody that looks at you is thinking, "I wish I could be there."
Yeah.
But then you also look at other people, and you're like, "Fuck, I wish I could be there." So no matter where you are in life, people are looking at you thinking, I wish I could be there. Whether it's the haters, whether it's the people that fucking love you to death, or anything, it doesn't fucking matter. People are wishing where you are that they could be.
Oh, absolutely.
So It doesn't
couldn't
matter
have said,
where
you
you're
couldn't have
at.
said it better because there's probably plenty of people that me and you both look at and like, oh,
Exactly.
we wish we was in their shoes.
Exactly. But then we look at, like you and I both look at people and we're like, man, I wish I could be in that position. So never fucking doubt where you're at because somebody always has it worse than you and wish they were where you were
I'll tell you
at.
why you're not supposed to doubt where you're at. It's because it's a lot of people forget that maybe where you're at is where you're supposed to be. It might not be where you want to be, but it's where you're supposed to be. So a long time ago, I figured out a lesson, and it's always helped me, that you might not understand why you're going through what you're going through now or where the position you're at in life. But if you're there and it seems like you're moving forward, even though it might be like baby steps or fucking a little turtle crawling or whatever, it's where you're supposed to be. Yeah. A lot of people miss the fact that maybe you should be learning a lesson in the moment that you're in. A lot of people are like, well, I don't know why I'm going through this. Well, if you don't sit around and look and pay attention to your surroundings, you pay attention to things that are happening to you, a lot of the times they're not happening to you, they're happening for you. And I know that's cliche.
It's really not, though.
But it's literally like if you're going through a hard time right now, maybe you're supposed to go through that hard time. And if you have that mentality and you have that outlook that maybe I'm supposed to be going through this, then you start appreciating the bad times.
Right.
I appreciate my bad times now because I know that there's a lesson in it. There's a purpose in the pain.
Exactly.
And that maybe I should be paying attention to my surroundings and paying attention to what's going on. And quit being like, oh, poor, pitiful me. You know, whether you believe in God or you believe in the universe, whatever the fuck you believe in, you got to believe in something.
You do have to believe in something.
Understand that maybe you're in that moment right now because you're supposed to be.
Right.
And enjoy it. Enjoy even the bullshit.
Well, like I was telling you earlier, like I was sitting in Key West a couple weeks ago, most beautiful place there ever fucking was. And I had a fucking really fucking hard day. I was crying and I'm like, I am never like this. Like I'm not a sad person. Like I don't share on social media that I fucking cry. I don't share on anything that I'm not a badass bitch because I feel like 90% of the time I am a badass bitch. But at the same time, I was like, why am I feeling this way? And it wasn't, and I was reflecting on myself, like, why the fuck am I feeling this way? Because I knew, like, I have a really good life. I'm living my dream. I'm living in a van. I'm doing what I want to do. And this is what I've always wanted to do. But it's been 2 years now living in a van. But it was the fact that I felt like I wasn't doing enough for others. And Josh actually messaged me that day and he's like, hey, you know, I've been not feeling good and I need your help on this. And I was like, abso-fucking-lutely, like, I'll help you out. And so I was like, absolutely. And so I got off the freaking phone with you and we started doing that live that night and we raised money for how many families? Like 3?
2 or 3.
2 or 3 that night. And I was like, oh my fucking God, this is freaking amazing. And then after I got off that live and I felt so pumped because I was like, this is not for me. This is for somebody else. I felt amazing. And then I called my friend Brad, who is a military vet and has been blown up in Iraq. And he is a fucking amazing person as well. And I am all about our military members and helping our military members. That I sat there after I like talked to them the next day and like I freaking contemplated, you know what the problem is I'm living too much in my brain and not living for other people and trying to help others. So I literally sat there the whole next day, like not feeling sorry for myself, but saying, I know there's a bigger purpose for me other than fucking just living in a van.
Well, I'll tell you this. A lot of people miss this. And it is a lot of what you just said is like there's a bigger purpose. Mm-hmm. People's got to stop saying that and they got to start realizing that maybe your purpose is you. Maybe the things that you think that you can do to help others, that is your purpose. But you've been given gifts. Like, and it could be taboo gifts. Like, even with you're a very sexual person. And it gets on my fucking nerves more than you know. But you can take that and you can turn it into helping others. I talk more shit in the world than damn near anybody. But when you realize, hey, I can help people in a taboo way. I can help. The first year we did this, I don't know if I even told you this before. First year we ever did this, we rented out a bar in Uvalde, Georgia called Frank's. and it was Under the Bearded Bastard name back in the day with me, and we called it Tits for Toys. So what we did is we rented out this bar, and we had people to get in free.
Yeah.
You had to bring toys.
Yep.
And we asked all the women that came to dress in something like a naughty elf outfit, naughty Santa outfit, or whatever. We raised this is the first year we did it. I think we raised like $5,000 that night. Gave each one of the families like $1,000 or something like that, and gave them toys and shit.
Yeah.
And I knew right then, I was like, you know what? This is a different way of helping people, but it's still helping people.
Right.
We might not be doing something that First Methodist Baptist Church of who the hell cares, like what they're doing.
Right.
But still, at the end of the day, everybody's helping.
Right.
It really doesn't matter how you help. You just got to find, because, okay, I'll put it this way. If me and you tried to go stand in front of Walmart right now, and we tried to do the Salvation Army thing, we was ringing the bell and wore the stupid hat and all that kind of stuff, you know what?
Hate those
it
people.
wouldn't do anything.
Yeah.
It wouldn't do anything because that's not us. People wouldn't want to donate to us or whatever. And even if they did, you wouldn't get that much money in a couple of hours. We have the ability to do what we do and do it our own way, where we put our own touch on it.
Right.
And you help multiple families or multiple people in a matter of an hour and a half, a matter of 2 hours.
I want help more though.
Well, yeah, well, you can't stress yourself out on, because like I have to get someone to read the emails for me when they come in. Otherwise, that's why I told you a while ago. Every year I said I wasn't doing it again. Yeah. Every single year, because I used to read the emails. I used to read the stuff that was sent to us.
I'd be sitting there bawling if I
Yeah,
could.
and you do. And you do. And you're like, okay, I got to add one more on. I got to add one more on. You can't do that. You got to have a cutoff. You got to have a cutoff. But you also at the same time got to realize you're doing a good job. And it might not even be about helping 30 families. It might be, at the end of the day, about helping that one. Mm-hmm. And I'm telling you, it's addictive. It's very addictive helping and giving back. But at the same time, me and you get to live the life we want to live. I'm on the go all the time. You're on the go all the time. And it's because of social media that we are. And there's something that's cool about that, but it's also at the same time, I told you the other day, it's like I don't have a purpose sometimes. I don't have nothing to do besides taking care of myself. I don't work for anybody, nothing like that.
I mean, I work for myself, but at the same time, like, I got to pay my bills. But at the same time, like,
you have no
I want to
fulfillment.
give more.
Yeah, exactly.
Other than to me. And that's where I was at when I was in Key West. I was like, I'm not living up to my potential.
Yeah.
Like, I know I can help more than I'm helping now. And I want to fucking... Okay, so my passion is military members that have served for us. And it's the reason I feel so passionately about it is because I used to be married to a military man. And where I felt like I let him down because we are not still married, because of a lot of reasons, is because I can't be there for him. But I want to be there for that fucking 22 that doesn't have that.
Well, let me help you real fast. You said that to me earlier, and I want to tell you something that was told to me a long time ago. I know that we lose 22 veterans on average a day. I help with Mission 22 here in Georgia and everything. Once again, shout out to Mr. Ken, Kurt, and Renee, and all them, the ambassadors here in Georgia. You can't look at it like 22. How you were telling me about your buddy in Texas, you got to look at it as one. You be there for one. That's all you're supposed to do. If you try to, if you
Sorry, I'm getting emotional.
It's okay. Get emotional. It's all right. If you try to be there for everyone, then you can't be there for anyone. You stretch yourself too thin. That's why you have ambassadors in each state to help people that are struggling.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Well, I want to do that this year.
You've got the ability too.
I want to fucking meet everybody in every state. That's a really good organization that is veteran owned. I want to be there for the veteran owned fucking organizations, and I want to be there to fucking connect them all. I want to connect the really good veteran owned fucking organizations to each other. Like fucking Creative Vets. They're fucking amazing. They're in Nashville. They're fucking amazing. And I can already tell they're an amazing organization. Also, I want to be there for friggin' Warriors Weekend. that is in Texas, Victoria, Texas. They're fucking amazing. My eyelashes are falling off because I'm fucking crying and I'm being a bitch right now.
You're fine. I like you being a bitch.
I don't like it at all. But I want to be there for the fucking the organizations that are there for the right reasons. I don't want to be there for the organizations that are there to fucking make money. I don't want to be there for the organizations that fucking are assholes. Anything like that. I want to literally all my eyelashes are falling off right now.
That's what you get for wearing them fake fucking caterpillars on your fucking top of your eyelids.
Those are my cumbrellas. Don't be me.
They're your.
Moms are amazing at tracking down hard-to-find items. Library books, socks, you name it. But sometimes help is welcomed. Care.com makes it easy to find babysitters near you. Sitters with the experience and skills your family needs, like after-school pickup and homework help. You just post a job for qualified sitters to apply. And since all Care.com caregivers are background checked, you can feel confident about interviewing and hiring. To get the child care help you need, sign up now at Care.com.
This episode is brought to you by Zelle. Whenever you're sending money through an app or online, it's important to do it safely. Here are a few helpful tips. First, always make sure you know and trust the person you are sending money to. Second, confirm you have entered their contact details correctly. And finally, if you don't trust the person or your recipient is rushing you to send money right away, think twice before sending money through an app or online.
Venture X from Capital One is the travel card for people always asking,
"Where next?"
You earn 10x miles on hotels and rental cars, and 5x miles on flights booked through Capital One Travel, and 2x miles on everything else you buy with Venture X. Plus, receive premium travel benefits like access to over 1,300 airport lounges. The Venture X card from Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
What? Your
My
cumbrellas?
cumbrellas.
That's disgusting. You're a disgusting human being.
I
I love
am.
you.
But I want to be there for the right fucking reasons. I don't want anything out of this. I just want fucking our veterans to know that they're fucking loved and they're cared about and somebody fucking cares. There are so many people out there that are our veterans that think nobody fucking cares. I fucking care.
Well, that's all you got to do. Like, that's what pretty much my fucking career has been built on, is helping vets and everything and all that shit.
I know that. That's why I love you.
But, look, I'm telling you, it's okay to say no. It's okay to not overstretch yourself. Because I'm telling you, I've been there. I've been there to where I've came back from one charity event, got no sleep, got up and drove several hours to another one. You have to realize that what you do, you have the ability from where you're sitting right now to help so many people just from where you're sitting.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah, you don't have to constantly be on the go to do it. Those organizations that I've introduced you to, the organizations that you've probably know about yourself, you can figure out who's full of shit and who's not.
Yeah, for
And the
sure.
ones-
You can tell.
The ones that I'm good with, I'll go above and fucking beyond.
Yeah, if I know I'm not going to give you a fucking shout out on my fucking social media.
Speaking of
at
that, real
all.
fast to keep you from crying, read those names real fast since you said shout out.
Okay. So for one, all my eyelashes on my
they're gone.
left hand side
Or
are
cumbrellas.
my cumbrellas are gone.
God, I've never heard anybody say that before.
You've never heard them called cumbrellas?
I used to date this girl. I'm not gonna give y'all too much. There's gonna be a couple people that know exactly what I'm talking about. This bitch had the worst eyebrows and eyelashes I've ever seen in my life. We used to call her Caterpillar when she wasn't looking. Middle of her face looked like two caterpillars kissing. But she'd wear some stupid ass eyelashes or whatever. Smelled like goddamn onions too. She was a good old gal.
Why did you smell like onions?
I don't know. I think I think it was like a disorder.
I don't know. My eyelashes just falling fucking off because that one eye was just crying for sure. Anyways. All right. So what I'm saying is I'm never going to promote a fucking organization that I do not think is fucking legitimate. But at the end of the day, what we're going to do right now is we're going to tell everybody that we had a couple people tonight on our live friggin' over $100 donations, and we appreciate them so fucking much, by the way, for these families in need. Charles Price, David Goslow, Charles Hasse, Shannon Hurst, and Matthew High. We want to thank you this evening.
Go ahead and read the folks on your green paper, too, that gave $100 more than tonight.
Oh, so all those people did over $100 for donations for these families in need this year.
Yep.
So
they're right there. Can you grab them?
We want to make sure we give you guys a shout out. They all get put into a drawing for a date with me. Yeah. I'm excited for dates. I haven't had a date in 5 years.
She didn't say dick. She said date.
Yeah, I didn't. I definitely did not say dick because I had dick about like a couple months ago. But what we're going to do is we're going to read off the names that are on this list of people that have helped us in the last couple of nights, for sure. Big ass shout out to Kevin Burrell, Matthew High, M. Wisely, Sean, David Glasgow. I mean, I think he's been on there a couple times. Charles Hayes, Charles Price, Matthew High, Sean, M. Wisely, Jason Woods, Damon Woods, James Brown, and Shannon Hurst. You guys are all in the drawing for a date with me, which I don't know why you want to go on a date with me. I'm really a fucking train wreck. But, I appreciate everything that you are doing for these families because I've been that family in need at one time. So I truly fucking appreciate you all so fucking much. I love y'all. Thank you.
Yeah, and y'all just remember, like this, we've got 3 families to go that know that they're getting shit, know that they're getting something from us. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take it a family at a time. So we're going to add families on that have no idea. These other families have known since the middle part of October that we were helping them. There's other families that have emailed us, even recently this past week or so, that need assistance still. And what we're going to do is last minute surprise them. They don't know that we're going to. So we're going to take it a family at a time once we get these last 3 families done. And we'll finish those last 3 families tomorrow. I got a bet we'll finish those last 3 families tomorrow. And then we'll have Thursday and Friday. And me and you'll do a live without drinking before the Christmas party.
Let's be honest. I'm always drinking after
the
meantime.
Yeah. But we're going to do something to keep you up all night on Saturday. Because when we do the Christmas party on Saturday, what I'll do is we'll set up like a fucking live for anybody that comes in the door just to say hey to your folks, my folks, whoever. And we'll just maybe we'll get a couple more. Somebody call me.
I don't know, but I just know once my right side of my eyes, when you have tears on it, all my fake eyelashes came off. And then my left side's fine. What the fuck is up with that? I love this song.
I do too.
It's such a good song.
It ain't what you think it is.
It's not Get a Trip?
No. It starts off like that. I heard it too. I've never heard it until you just said it like that. But yeah. But no, you've been a huge help this year, and we're going to help some more families. And those ones you get a surprise at the last minute, those are fucking cool.
Yeah, those are the best.
I'm
going to clean
We got to do 7. Somebody here?
No, I just got to clean your fucking place before we freaking have It's a fucking train wreck in here. It's worse than my life.
No, we'll clean it up. So last year we started off 15. We ended up at 23. And those 7 or 8, I guess it's last 8 families that we got to call without them knowing that we were helping them. That would be amazing. It's fucking cool.
Yeah.
It's fucking cool.
Why are we not drunk? I feel like I've sobered up a little bit. You need to drink more.
I ain't drinking. I got a fucking beer in my hand. I'm just not. It's not shit canned yet.
Oh, you're not?
I'm fine. I actually feel pretty good.
You do?
You know what got it? It was them fucking push-ups.
Those fucking push-ups. Okay,
push-ups
so everybody that's wondering
is
we did a live before this this podcast, and I doubted Josh that he could do 20 push-ups.
We talked about that already.
We did, okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Good, thanks.
There you go. No, you're good.
You got to rob me back.
Let me ask you, because we're not going to do a very long show.
Am I that drunk?
No, you're fine. This is actually, see, I like when you're, tell everybody what I call you when you're too much, or what I holler out.
Gypsy, 10.
That's all I say. She's like the best. She'll get way too out of hand for me, and we'll be in public. And I was like, 10, bitch, 10.
It's just because I say what's on my mind.
I don't mind it. It's just it's usually the place. Or
I
you
know
make
the places I
or
can't
let me
be a
let me
hold
say
on
this because I don't
10.
want you to sound bad on here. It's not always the place. It's how vanilla I am, and it's just how
I know
how
the two
weird
places.
it makes me feel when you do it. But it's funny. I only do it if I actually had a problem with it. I'd be like, hey, look, bitch.
No, I know the two places I can't.
Yeah, I know you don't. You've never done it in front of kids or anything like that.
I don't do it in front of kids
See,
and
I
old
love
people.
that about you. I've been around people that didn't give a fuck if kids were around, and that's a very quick way for me to be like, look, you can go straight to hell.
And we can't do it at Live Oak either.
Yeah, you don't do that in front of that. No.
Or AJ's. Those are the two places I know I can't.
Well, normally
I can't say
anywhere in
things.
Nashville, you don't need to do it.
I mean, Broadway.
But if they know you, you can go to most places on Broadway and
No,
just fucking act up. I
I
don't care.
only like AJ's on Broadway.
See, I just like having a good time with certain people. Sometimes it calls for Broadway. Not all the time. Like maybe once every 2-3 months.
I get
you
super
end up down there
anxiety.
and you end up shitty. It's okay.
But I love fucking AJ's and I love fucking Live Oak.
I don't even like AJ's unless Blaine's playing.
That's the only time I like to go. And the
Yeah.
only time I go there is with you. And then we go to a different bar and I'm like, I don't like this.
Let me ask you, because you've been
3 times.
3 trips with me now.
Yeah.
What's been your favorite thing that we've done so far?
Live Oak watching
live music.
Live music. Yep.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing. That's why I'm like, I want to hang out with you, Josh, because
Yeah.
I mean, I like dancing. I like shaking my ass. Like, I like all that stuff. But in all honesty, like, I love listening to people that are genuine artists trying to fucking make it sing. I want to go to writer
Well,
rounds.
you said something. You said something today or yesterday. I can't remember. But it was you appreciate the song and you appreciate the story.
Yes.
See, that's me. There's even been like people from social media that I've invited to go do shit with us and go listen to heartfelt writer. Now you're gonna go like, okay, let's say this. I went to Trey Lewis's birthday. That was just a fucking party, but it was a writer's round.
Yeah.
It was. And there were people that got up there every once in a while. You do need to shut the fuck up and you need to listen to what they're playing. You do.
Right.
But when we went to like the Creative Vets one, and some other ones that you've went to, I mean, it's been kind of more like a different vibe and everything.
Right.
You actually sit there and listen.
I do.
There's been people that I've invited to go to that shit. They don't listen to it.
No, I want to hear their story.
They don't fucking appreciate the story. And see, that always aggravates the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
But also too, like
I want you to make me cry. Like, I want to hear your story.
I love when you said that earlier because I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I
Like,
do.
I want to hear your fucking music, and I want to hear your story. Like, I don't care if you sing like shit.
Yeah.
Like, I want to
do.
hear your story. I mean, I care a
No,
little
I'm
bit.
fucking with you.
No, I
That'll be
care
a
a little
joke I have
bit,
to tell you
but
when we're done.
I want to hear what the fuck your story is. And you can hear so much about a person by their fucking songs.
Yeah.
So, like, when writers write it for other musicians and stuff like that, I totally get it. But at the same time, like, I'm looking at that person that wrote the fucking song, and I'm like, that person's been through some shit.
Yeah.
Like, when they're like, okay, this song isn't by me, but it's by the writer that fucking wrote this. That's when I'm like looking at the fucking writer, and I'm like, I know what the fuck they've been through. That's what I fucking care about.
Yeah, and I like that about you. And that's where I think most of the people that I introduce you to, you're always going to be known, I think, to start off with, is the girl with the dick van and what you do on OnlyFans and all that kind of stuff. But then once you get to know you, like, you can tell your appreciation for it.
Yeah, I do. I love it.
No, you can tell. And I think everybody. I remember the first day that you was around me and Dustin.
I fucking love Dustin.
Oh, yeah, I did too, that little bitch. But like even both of us was like, God damn, like she's out there, like she's wild. But then, even as wild as you can be, you act right in the right moments. Right. And one thing I really dig about you is you know when to fucking go to bed.
I do know when to
Hey,
go to
look,
bed.
let me tell you, there's a lot of bitches don't know how that fucking don't know when that cutoff is. I'm the same way. That's why
you don't know when the bedtime is.
No. Like when in certain places, like when we was at the beach, I'm not fucking going to bed till I die.
Right.
But like in Nashville or something, when I know that I'm around people that I need to half-ass act right in front of, I'll dip out and leave and
Yeah.
just send everybody a text message and be
Same.
like, hey, look, I've been too drunk. I
Right.
need to go home. Like I don't want to embarrass myself.
Right.
And
I'm the same way.
y-
I'll
yeah,
fucking
and
Uber
you
myself
can tell.
home.
No, I've seen you do it several times, and I appreciate. I don't want to babysit.
I don't want anybody to
Anybody.
babysit me. Yeah.
No, I've been around. If anybody gets babysat, it's me. But
this
even
is not wrong.
But even then, I think the way that I get fucked up, it's not to where it's a problem for anybody.
No, it's not. The only time was Panama City, but it was your birthday, so I like forgave you on that one.
But even then, I wasn't bad. I was just shit can.
You fucking look like you were having a stroke, bro.
Once again, I don't know why I have to tell y'all this. I sweat. All right, look
No.
at okay. Look,
No,
let
no.
me explain this to you. Look right here. What have you bitched about coming in the studio all week? How cold you were?
Yeah.
I'm hot natured as fuck. Right now, I have Crocs on, short shorts, and a fucking thin ass shirt. We were in the heat. I had blue jeans on. I had been playing golf all fucking day. I was hot.
Okay.
I'm
I will
I'm
give
gonna
you that.
sweat super bad. And I'll tell you this. This is why I lose weight so fucking quick. When I'm outside, like during the summertime,
Mm-hmm.
it happens every year. Like right now, I got my fucking winter pounds on because I'm not outside every day. During the summertime,
That day I was
I'm telling y'all,
seriously worried about you.
don't.
I was
I
like,
have
oh
my
my
blood
God, Josh,
pressure.
do
I
we
do not
need-
have high blood pressure. Like I
I
am
thought you
fine.
were dying that night.
I sweat bad when
I
I'm
called
hot.
an Uber so fast.
And then, go ahead and say this: who was right on how to get fucking home that night?
You were not right.
No,
on how
I
to
told.
get home.
No, remember because
You said
every
this
one
is
of y'all.
walking distance. It was like
It
4
was.
miles.
Oh my God! You clearly don't remember us like
I
looking
do
at it the next
remember.
day.
I was
it
not
was
that
1
drunk.
mile.
It was not a
Yes,
mile.
it was because y'all even
No.
said no.
Okay,
no,
so
y'all
I
even
just
said
went back to Panama City this
Y'all
last time,
even
and I was
said-
like, okay, I know
No.
where this bar is, and I know where our fucking
it
Airbnb
was
is.
1.3 miles.
It
We
was
looked
not.
at it the next day because everybody was like, "Goddamn, Josh
You
was right."
couldn't have made it.
Yes, I could.
No, you
Okay, this is how I know I could have made it. Every night that we were there, I ended up walking out to the beach, which was a half a mile away.
Okay,
and
that is
sitting on the
correct.
beach and walking back every night. I know my body.
The beach exactly was half a mile.
Yeah.
But the bar that we were, you said it's only a mile away. I
It
was like,
was.
Josh, it is not. Let's
it was
get
literally
an Uber.
a mile, like mile
And we put you in the
1.2.
first fucking Uber because that was not correct.
And then y'all were even telling them. Yes, it was. I'm telling you. And also, let's do some math real quick, buddy. All right, so if every night I was drunk as fuck and I
No,
walked
it was
down
just
the
that first night.
I know, but if every night I was drunk and I walked half a mile to the beach and half a mile back, how many miles is that?
A mile.
Okay, so if I'm telling y'all I can walk 1.2 or 1.3 miles from the bar in one direction, I know my body.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm
when
gonna
I've been
have
so
to
fucked
agree
up in
with
that,
you.
I've been so fucked up in Nashville. At 2-3 o'clock in the morning, I've been at AJ's with Blaine playing.
Okay, that's
and
fine.
you can't get an Uber that late. Lee Tucker used to live 1.5 miles from AJ's to the Cadence where he used to live. You ask Lee how many times I've came into that apartment, blacked out, fucking drunk after walking for 30 minutes. It actually does me good because it sobers me up.
Okay.
It
that
wasn't my
night-
first rodeo, baby.
Okay, so that night that I was hanging out with you, it was my second time hanging out with you because it was your birthday. I met you the first time in Nashville, like, 2 weeks earlier? I just met you 2 weeks earlier.
No, it was like a month earlier.
Was it a whole
It
month?
was the beginning of August that me and you met because I remember what show I was going to do besides for with you was with Bobby Pinson.
Yeah.
And that was the beginning of August.
Okay.
'Cause he had a song coming out called
And
The
then your
Shave.
birthday's
Which,
in
by the way,
September.
if y'all have not listened to The fucking Shave yet, please, Bobby Pinson, The Shave is fucking amazing. But
So-
it was a month later that we did everything in Nashville again. And then you came
and you
to
were
the
like,
beach with
hey,
us.
let's go to Nashville. I was like, all right, cool. And then, like, I see you sweating and like, fucking, I thought you were having a heart attack or something. And I was like, oh my God. And he's like, I can walk a fucking mile and a half. And I was like, bro, it's like 3 miles. Like, I just fucking Ubered us a fucking 3 mile fucking ride. So it was not a mile. Like, if it was a mile, I would have been like, hey, yeah, bro, let's go. But you had somebody else on your arm that night that molested you. That was not my fault.
It's okay.
I wish
no,
I could have helped you that night.
Look, no, that's nobody's fault. That's one person's fault. What y'all don't know, I'm not going to tell you the whole story. I just want y'all to know this is why I hold certain people to a high standard and why I don't to other people. Certain people, everybody was swimming. I was passed out drunk in bed. Somebody tried to come get in bed with me, and they shouldn't have been in bed with me. I was dead. I was
out
dead.
swimming in the pool naked.
Everybody was swimming in the pool naked, and then somebody's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go snuggle with Josh." No,
wasn't
don't
me.
ever. Yeah, if I'd have done that to a girl, I'd have been on a fucking list by now.
You would have been. You definitely would have been on the fucking high profile fucking watch list.
And I can't be like it was horrible or anything. It's just it shouldn't have happened.
No, because if it was the other way around,
If it's the other way around, I'm a rapist.
right,
I am a rapist.
you would have been in trouble for sure.
Yeah,
But
I'd have been a racist and a rapist in the same night.
no, you were so blacked out. There was no fucking way. Like, we all knew that night that when you came home and we all, like, you went into the first Uber.
Yeah, because everybody was like,
Because I was like,
"He
oh my
needs to go
God,
to
Josh
bed."
is going to die. He needs to go into the Uber. Like, we need to put him in the first Uber. And then the rest of us will go in the second Uber. And then later on, the next morning, we found out that Josh got molested. And
And then it somehow was my fault.
it was not your fault.
No, I'm telling you, somehow it felt like though the next day that everybody, well, not everybody, there was
just
a couple
one person.
there was a couple people making fun of it, and it was like, you did not, and it was like, if that would have happened another way around,
It would have been totally different.
it would have been totally fucking different.
Right. And I agree with you. Like, that would
But-
have not
but
been
besides-
okay if it was
besides-
the other way around.
And I'm not even mad at that person. I
No.
just wish it would have happened differently.
Right.
I really do. But besides that, you and Macy and Reed and Dustin and Taylor, make sure I don't miss nobody. Jess, Rachel, who else was there for my birthday? Okay, you don't remember either. I think that's everybody.
I don't know. I went home early that night.
I'm trying to count
After.
who was all there.
I mean, I was naked in the pool, but
oh,
that was
Reagan.
it.
God damn, how'd I forget
I'm fucking
Reagan?
How do you forget Reagan?
Oh
She's
God,
the sweetest person
sweetest,
ever.
bestest person of all
She
time.
really is the sweetest,
But no,
bestest
I
person.
appreciate everybody coming for that. And everything that y'all have came to and been part of. That was the only thing of the whole trip I was just like, what the fuck? The rest of the time was absolutely amazing.
I have to say, like, out of all the trips I've been with you to, that fucking your birthday was by far the best.
You wait, because I got one planned for us already. It'll be, I got to find out when the Creative X golf tournament is, because I don't want it to interact with that. We're going to all go to Texas, to Fort Worth for a week next year.
All right, I'm fucking down.
Yeah, so we're all going to go to Texas, to Fort Worth for a week, because there's a lot of people that follow me from that area, but there's a lot of people I follow too.
Yeah.
There's some bad motherfuckers that are in Texas. There's this, now I'm not going to name names, but there's a couple that and I'm fine with it just being friends, whatever, but I think that they're so cool on social media
Yeah.
that I'm just like, you got to fucking come join this. Like, and that's what has happened with people though.
And I'll get you connected with the freaking other,
Absolutely.
you know, the
they
other.
can come with us.
Yeah, I want them
Fuck
to.
yeah, they
I
can
want
come with
fucking
us.
Warriors Weekend to come and hang out. And there's some
Absolutely.
cool motherfuckers down there. Like, I met them a couple of years ago. I like paid for a whole trip
Yeah.
with somebody and never went, but I paid for it, so I was like, hey, let's fucking do this shit because I just wanted to support them. And fuck yeah, I have connections. So I can be like, hey bitches, let's go. Everybody's gonna go and we're all gonna hang out and have a good
Yeah.
time. And I think it would be a beautiful moment. I really do.
Oh no, I'm fine with that. I love that shit.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Cause so like next year, what I'm gonna try to do, I'm gonna plan out 3 to 4 trips next year with a fucking 10, 12 people group. I wanna, cause they've been a couple places with me. But Travis and Caroline, I want them to go.
I love them.
want
Yes.
the Dirty Prescott kids to
Yes.
go with us a couple more
Love
times.
them.
There's a couple more people that I want. Cheyenne and Caleb. I don't know if you.
Yes, I met them
you was
last
at the-
time I was
okay.
at- yeah.
I've already talked to them about doing the Riders Round, my first one at
Yeah.
Live Oak in January 18th. There's a couple more people like I want to include them in the shit we do.
Yeah. Because they'll
and
appreciate it.
I'm gonna pick. Oh, they're good people.
Yeah,
they're good
they'll
fucking
appreciate it.
And then like Dustin and I'm not inviting Lee Tucker no more anywhere.
Oh, fuck. I love Lee.
Him and his girlfriend are doing their own
Yeah.
thing now. I'm just not fucking with him.
He-
I'm just
you
playing
love him,
Tucker. If you
bitch.
hear this, you know you can go.
I was
I
like,
know
you
you're not
love
going
him.
to.
We ate lunch with him today.
But
Shut
we
the
did.
fuck up.
It was good. But no, like I know the group: Dustin and Reagan,
Yes.
Macy and Reed, Taylor,
Yes.
even Miss Tiffany with
Mama Tiff.
Extreme Party Bus out of
Yes.
Nashville. There's gonna be a lot of people
Yeah.
that I just asked to go, like the places that we go, and hang out. And I like even Kayla, that's my buddy out in Texas, that's done some stuff with us in Nashville and everything. She's cool as fuck. She came. Oh, you know what? She came here last year for our toy drive.
Yeah.
I forgot she stayed at the house a couple days last year for the toy drive. So we're gonna end up having a really good time a couple times next year. And I'm just glad you're gonna be part of it because you
I fucking love everybody.
You've been such a big fucking help and everything this year, and besides that, you've just been cool as fuck all year.
I just fucking love everybody.
I know you do.
But but the thing about me is, I can see through people's bullshit.
Yeah. You're a lot like me.
That's why I love you, is because I know you can see through people's bullshit. And if you can't see through people's bullshit, I'm like, Josh, the fuck? You can't see through that bullshit right now?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm fucking me, and I'll fucking tell you how it is. And like, I'm never going to put anybody under the bus. I'm never going to be mean to anybody. I'm never, ever going to be that way. But at the same time, I'm going to look at you and be like, Josh.
Yeah.
The fuck?
No, I like how I'm telling you. There's been a couple times that I've been like, okay, you're a 10. You're on a 10. Calm the fuck down. But for the majority of the time, you always do what's right. And you're always, you're a really great part of this.
Yeah.
I always say that everybody's part of Raising Grace family that helps out or whatever. But we're all just family.
We are.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be
and
a title.
honestly, I've never felt more of a family since I met you guys.
Yeah.
All.
Well, you fit in.
Honestly, I remember that day I fucking left you guys in Florida and I went to a different part of Florida and I called you crying and I was like, I feel so alone. This is the first time I felt lost.
You remember the Christmas movie that used to come on? I don't remember what it was called, but it was like the Island of the Misfit Toys.
Yes.
See, all of us are the Misfit Toys.
We are.
Everybody's got their scars. They've got their stories. They got their fuck ups. But I've always said for the longest time, fucked up people understand fucked up people, and they don't judge them because they're just as fucked up.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't know how to cry before I met you guys. I honestly didn't know how to cry. Like, my ex hasn't pushed my cry button away for a long time ago, so I haven't cried in probably 4 years before I met you all. And now my cry button's on. Like, I fucking love the fucking fuck out of you guys because, like, you, Macy, and everybody, like Taylor, Reed, I've cried with everybody.
Yeah.
Because, like, you're telling me something, and I know it's from the heart. Yeah. Like, that means something to me. If you tell me from your heart, I'm going to fucking cry. And that's why, like, music gets me so much is because it's from the fucking heart.
Yeah. No, I promise you, I know exactly what the fuck you mean.
I know you do. And that's why I'm sitting here with you today.
That's why there's been people that have gone on trips with us before that aren't going on trips with us again because they just don't connect. It's not a family. When all of us are together, it's a fucking family.
It is.
It's a fucked up, dysfunctional family.
It is a fucking fucked up, dysfunctional family.
But whose family isn't fucked up and dysfunctional?
Exactly.
The only difference is we're honest.
Right. And we're gonna call you out on your own shit.
Yeah, but I think you need that.
Yeah.
I think you need the people who's gonna be like, you need to chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
You need it.
Like when everybody tells me, Gypsy, you're at a fucking 10. I'm like, I know.
Yeah, but you gotta understand.
I'm just gonna say it.
We love you at a 10. It's just some of us aren't we're way more vanilla than you.
Okay, so the thing is like I've lived my life and I fucking have known, and you guys have lived your life too. I'm not saying that. It's the fact that I've gone through a lot of shit. I'm 42. I'm older than everybody else in the group. Like, I'm fucking older than everybody else. So I've gone through a lot more. Well, maybe not. Like, maybe not. Because there's a couple people that I know have been through more shit than me. Yeah. But at the same time, I've gone through a lot. So I can relate to what the fuck you're saying.
Yeah.
I can honestly think about, like, okay, there was a time in my life that, like, that was pretty close to my fucking heart too. So I guess I just don't give a fuck anymore.
Well, you don't give a fuck in the right way.
Right.
There's two different not give a fucks.
Yeah.
There's a not give a fuck to where it literally is nobody wants to be around you.
Right.
To where you're gonna act however the fuck you want to, regardless of the consequences or regardless of who you hurt. All of us kind of don't give a fuck. Yeah, I don't want to hurt anybody either. All of us don't give a fuck, but we do it, and I think what is the right way.
Right.
The worst person out of all of us is me, because
I don't think so.
No, and I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just I'll be the first one to take it too far. You might say some slick shit or some sexual shit, but I'll be the one that's like, look, you need to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but sometimes we need to be told to shut the fuck up.
Oh no, trust
Josh.
me. There's sometimes I need to be told to shut the fuck up.
And I think pretty much all of us do. Our family, our misfit family, does tell you to shut the fuck up. Like, it's not just you telling us to shut the fuck up. Because sometimes we fucking need that. Sometimes we need the daddy Josh, even though that sounds dirty, to tell us to shut the fuck up. Even though we're fucking weird as fuck. We need that.
Yeah,
and we need to tell you to shut the fuck up sometimes,
and I'm fine
too.
with that. And see, none of us ever get mad at each other.
No, we don't. That's why I love our family.
Reagan had to tell me to shut the fuck up the last night we was at the beach. And there's never been like a bad word said between the two of us after it. She had to tell me, hey, you need to shut the fuck up.
Right, but Reagan is like
that's an angel.
She
is
is
the best
angel.
of all of us.
She really fucking is. I tell you what, fucking Reagan is like the best person out of our family.
Oh, absolutely.
She is the mama.
Yeah,
the mama saving
absolutely.
grace to all of us.
But don't you forget either too, as we end this show, don't you forget you're an angel too. For helping the way you do and just being the person you are. Angels come in different shapes and forms, darling. You're an angel too.
No, freaking Reagan. She's got
she's a whole different angel.
keyboard.
That bitch is head angel.
She really fucking is. She's like the fucking.
But you are too.
No, she
yes, you are, fucker.
is.
Yes, you are too. You are an angel too.
No.
Yes.
Fucking Reagan has it beat for sure.
I like how you're trying to divert this from you, but
yes.
you are an angel
no,
too. You hear me?
I'm not.
Well, I don't care what the fuck you say. You are. But anyway, Gypsy, thank you for doing this one with me tonight, hanging out all week and helping as much as you are. Mm-hmm. And we're going to have some fun the rest of the week.
All right.
If y'all are free on Saturday, Raising Grace Studio Christmas Party, hit us up. I'll let you know where it's at and how you get here and all this shit. We've still got a couple more families to help make donations now. I'll post all that information online. I just want to say thank you to each and everybody, all Gypsy's listeners and viewers and all that shit, and all her friends and family on social media. And once
Trust
again,
me, I don't have my family listening to this.
Well, there you go. well, Gypsy, I love you and thank you once again.
I love you too. Thank you for having me here.
Anytime, baby. All right, folks, we will catch you tomorrow for the 4th day of Christmas.
This holiday season, Peloton's got a gift for you. Right now, get up to $200 off accessories with the purchase of a Peloton Shred. Accessories like non-slip grip resistance bands, a heart rate monitor, yoga blocks, and more. Take your workout to the next level with Peloton. Motivation that moves you. Hurry, this limited time offer ends December 25th. Visit onepeloton.com to learn more. All access membership separate. Offer ends December 25th. Cannot be combined with other offers. See additional terms at onepeloton.com.